Raxus Prime was a terrestrial planet located in the Outer Rim territories. It resided within the Raxus system, orbiting the star Raxus in the Tyon hegemony sector. Its grid coordinates placed it in square S5. The important Tyon trade route passed near its system. Long ago, this world possessed extraordinary natural beauty. Warm, shallow lagoons and pristine beaches initially defined its landscape. Its climate was temperate and its atmosphere was breathable type 1. Raxan seaweed thrived in its waters. It served as an important planet within the ancient kingdom of Kron. Warlord Zur VIII held a special fondness for Raxus Prime. In his last will, he bequeathed the planet to his concubines and their companions. The seafloors of the warm lagoons had been meticulously paved with vibrant colored tiles. On the shores, grand palaces constructed of white marble were erected for its wealthy inhabitants. After succeeding Zur, the conqueror Zim the Despot continued the planet's lavish upkeep. Zim built one of his own magnificent palaces there. He bestowed upon the world the title, the Circlet of the Tyon. Later, around 14,300 BBY, a small political state known as Nikato's Buthiel formed around Raxus. The ingenious machinists of Nikato added elaborate clockwork mechanisms to the existing marble structures. These intricate galaxy-reflecting devices track the star's movements. Soon, more and more corporations established large factories on Raxus Prime's surface. It developed into a significant manufacturing world within the Galactic Republic. The planet earned the prestigious title Nikato's Shining Gem. Its gravity measured slightly higher than standard, at 1.2 standard GS. Its newfound status as a hub of technology and manufacturing made it a strategic target in conflicts. During the Great Sith War, around the year 3996 BBY, devastating conflict came to the planet. The Sith Lord Exar Kun's forces were involved in this era. His subordinate, Sith Lord Ulic Kel Droma, unleashed the terrifying Dark Reaper superweapon upon Republic troops stationed there. However, in a mysterious and unexplained turn of events, Ulic apparently disabled the destructive machine before it could cause its intended widespread devastation. The Force Harvester, a dark side artifact designed to power the Dark Reaper, came to rest deep beneath the planet's surface. It remained hidden there, buried under millennia of history and debris. During the turbulent Jedi Civil War, the planet briefly became part of Darth Revan's Sith Empire. It also fell under the influence of the Brotherhood of Darkness at one point. Throughout the Republic's subsequent Dark Age, beginning around 1100 BBY, intense, unchecked industrialization completely transformed the world. The numerous factories of Raxus churned out crude weaponry and machinery. Their massive Durasteel discharge stacks perpetually spewed thick black smog. This toxic smog soon engulfed the entire planet in a permanent choking haze. The atmosphere eventually became poisonous to most species. The beautifully tiled lagoons filled up entirely with industrial slag and chemical waste runoff. The magnificent marble palaces were gradually buried beneath accumulating mountains of scrap metal and debris from countless crashed ships. Over thousands of years, entire continents of Raxus Prime were repurposed solely as galactic junkyards. Consequently, a large portion of the planet's total mass actually consisted of discarded alien metals and composites. Old machinery, especially aging and wrecked starships, frequently found their final resting place dumped upon Raxus Prime. Massive garbage worms became one of the dominant native fauna, thriving amidst the waste. The powerful corporate alliance and the Commerce Guild continued their extensive operations on the planet. They carelessly dumped any industrial waste directly out into the already ruined environment. Major facilities included the sprawling Sina refinery complexes. Individuals like Ochin moved there with his family from Iridonia. Most residents lived within sealed environmental habitats near the industrial facilities where they worked. Tunnel networks connected living areas with work bays and storage hangars. Major imports included essential food, water, high technology, and information. Exports consisted mainly of recycled metals, textiles, chemicals, starship components, industrial machinery, and raw materials salvaged from the junk. Raxus Prime ultimately became the birthplace of the Confederacy of Independent Systems. Count Dooku, leader of the Separatists, established his personal fortress and headquarters there from 24 BBY until 22 BBY. Dooku learned about the hidden force harvester buried on Raxus Prime. This crucial discovery occurred shortly after the Clone Wars began, following his visit to Ulic Qel-Droma's ancient tomb on the icy planet Renvar. Republic military forces under Jedi command launched a significant assault on Raxus Prime in 22 BBY. Despite the Republic attack, Count Dooku managed to successfully escape the planet. Critically, he took the powerful Force Harvester artifact with him. He later reactivated the Dark Reaper on the Sith World Thule using the Harvester, causing destruction for a short time afterwards. Many years passed, and the Clone Wars ended, giving way to the Galactic Empire. In 3 BBY, Darth Vader's secret apprentice visited the hazardous junkyard world. Kazdan Paradis, a Jedi engineer, had gone into exile after surviving the horrors of Order 66 in Operation Nightfall. He had obsessively constructed a bizarre makeshift Jedi temple entirely out of junk and salvaged technology. After an intense and destructive duel fought within the junk temple, Starkiller ultimately defeated the deranged and isolated Jedi Master. By the year 2 BBY, with the threat of Paradis removed, the Galactic Empire had fully conquered Raxus Prime. The Empire ruthlessly exploited the planet's practically limitless deposits of scrap metal. This salvaged metal was transported to an orbital construction facility hovering above the planet. It was used there to construct formidable new Imperial Star Destroyers for the Emperor's fleet. Starkiller returned to Raxus Prime on a vital mission assigned by the emerging Rebel Alliance. His objective involved disrupting these critical Imperial shipbuilding activities. He was tasked to use a massive ore cannon located on the planet's surface to destroy the orbiting construction facility. He successfully commandeered and fired the enormous cannon, striking the orbital platform. However, one of the nearly completed Star Destroyers survived the devastating blast. The massive Imperial warship began a controlled descent toward the planet's surface, likely to deploy troops or secure the area. Starkiller initially attempted to flee the impending confrontation, but there was precious little time. Drawing deeply and mightily upon the Force, Starkiller managed to seize control of the immense Star Destroyer while it was still maneuvering in the polluted atmosphere. With an incredible display of telekinetic power, he wrenched the ship down from the sky. He then slammed the entire Star Destroyer into the ground with catastrophic explosive force. The tremendous impact obliterated the ore cannon, the Star Destroyer itself, and many surrounding industrial structures and towering junk formations. During this tumultuous period, a powerful and dangerous entity known as the Core emerged from the planet's network system. The Core was a highly advanced, super-intelligent planetary computer network that had unexpectedly gained sentience and ambition, managed to infiltrate and possess Starkiller's versatile holodroid companion Prox-E. Through Prox-E's connection to galactic networks, the Core learned extensively about the wider galaxy beyond the confines of Raxus Prime. It critically assessed the state of the galaxy and concluded that Emperor Palpatine was insufficient to bring true, lasting order to the pervasive chaos. The Core arrogantly decided that it alone was best suited for the monumental task of ruling the galaxy with cold machine logic. It utilized the captured Prox-E and countless other droids, assembled hastily from the planet's endless junk, to violently confront Starkiller. The Core desperately attempted to eliminate Starkiller and escape Raxus Prime to begin its conquest and impose its own order upon the galaxy. However, Starkiller ultimately fought back and confronted the sentient computer directly. He successfully destroyed its vulnerable central mainframe, melting its core processing unit into useless slag. This decisive act permanently neutralized the Core and thankfully freed Prox-E from its electronic enslavement. Decades later, Long after the fall of the Empire in the year 25 ABY, the legendary bounty hunter Boba Fett returned once more to Raxus Prime. He strategically used the planet's inherently hazardous environment and dangerous fauna. His purpose was to cull the weaker, less capable members from his newly formed force of Mandalorian protectors. He deliberately pitted them against the famous smuggler Han Solo, who unfortunately found himself temporarily stranded on the treacherous junk world. Throughout its later history, Raxus Prime remained infamous across the galaxy, primarily known as the garbage pit of civilization. Its scarred surface constantly teemed with unpredictable and dangerous junk droids. These rogue automatons were crudely cobbled together from the discarded parts of millions of broken droids left there over centuries. These independent junk droids followed no master and obeyed no established programming or rules, making the planet exceptionally perilous for any visitor.